First of all praises to the Father Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Barakadash. Shabbat Shalom to all the brothers and sisters in recognition to observing this day for worshiping the Most High. Sundown this evening to sundown tomorrow evening, my people, let's get some rest, worship, and praises into the Father Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, because it is a commandment throughout all our dwellings, and that's even here in our own captivity. Plus, because he's definitely worthy of such. Okay? Now, I know you might be wondering where this lesson is going today, just based off of this particular picture right here. You see these brothers and this sister right here with some lit up eyes. Orange eyes and carrying on. You know what I mean? Excuse me. That's a sign of power. These brothers and sisters has been lit up. They've been turned up by the Most High. Actually, these characters are based off of a show on Netflix called Supacell. Okay? And basically what it boils down to, just give a brief synopsis of it, I don't want to give it away, is that some kind of way these people right here got turned up and they had powers. All of them had like individual powers. The one at the top here, he had the power to travel through time and manipulate things of some sort. This guy over here, he had the power of speed. This one, the sister right here, she can actually have this powerful telekinesis. You know, she can make things happen. She can even move things with telekinesis. This brother right here, very, very incredibly strong and powerful. Lift cars and all that kind of stuff like nothing. This brother right here, he had the power to walk through walls. Among some other things too, okay? If you remember, there was a scripture in the Most High's word where I think it was it the Pharisees or one of them, they wanted to kill the Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. And they came for him, and instead of him just dispensing of him like he could have did, he decided just to, get away from him. What did he do? He turned himself invisible and walked right through him. And they never seen him, didn't know where he went. You see what I'm saying? These are the powers that some of us can only pray that we are going to get. There are some of us that's going to be turned up. I don't know if it's just limited to the 144,000 or not. But the Most High is going to quicken us with a lot of these powers. Eventually. Okay? I'm going to tell y'all something I never told any of you before. As a matter of fact, the only person I have told about this was my wife, Joan. Okay? You may know if you have signs of these, whatever this power is that the Most High has turned down, for the meantime, for whatever reason he chose to. You may know by some signs that you have something going on within you, okay? When it comes down to some kind of supernatural power. Now let me get to this story right here before we get into the scripture. One night, I had other incidents before this one, but this pretty much, this just pretty much proved to me, yeah, you got it. You just don't know how to use it when you want to use it. You can't use it on command, okay? This is what happened. One night I was sitting at the table and something told me to get a ink pen, something that can roll really smooth. You understand? And I sit there at the table trying to move that pen with all my might without touching it, okay? And then just before I started to give up, I probably had been doing this probably about, I don't know, it could have been heading on to like 45 minutes to an hour, I don't know, but I was very determined. I believed I could do it. And each time it felt like I was getting so close to moving the pin, and then the power went away. Something went away in my stomach. Okay, it was in my stomach. I felt a surge come up. And then when some flags my concentration and it went away. I say it's there. I just gotta keep trying. Okay? And each time I kept trying, the better things got. I seen a fluorescent blue light. It was fluorescent blue. It was underneath like the edge of the pen. And something told me, keep pushing there in that area. And I did. I did that. And next thing I know, a discharge of some kind of beam of light or something, and it was fluorescent blue, came from my eyes, and I jumped. And when I jumped, at the same time, simultaneously, the beam hit that pin and that pin rolled. And I was so shocked, I was surprised, and I was glad, and I was confused all at the same time. It was an overwhelming feeling. Very, very overwhelming, okay? And I said, roll it back. I said, let me grab it and try it again. And do you know I couldn't do it? You understand? Like I said, I had other signs coming along. In my childhood, things I did, I never had. Well, I'll tell you one more story. I had a cousin that was a barber, and my dad believed in haircuts, and I hate him. I hate him to this day, and he would always make me get a haircut. My cousin was named Spoonie, and he'd come over to the house with his clippers and everything. And every time he would cut my hair, I would go run under the bed. And I stayed there for hours because I felt shame. Something instinctively in me always told me haircuts are wrong. Even as a child, I knew it. Just like birthdays. I never felt comfortable about having birthdays. I don't have birthdays to this day. But back to the haircut. One Saturday evening, he came over to cut my hair. I said, not today. In me, I was so damn angry. I was mad. As a matter of fact, right now, when I think about it, I get angry all over again right now. But that was a long time ago. That's done and over with. But he plugged his clippers up and he went to start trimming my head. And I was so angry, and I looked at the socket where the clippers was plugged in. Next thing I know, and he threw the clippers. Burnt his clippers up. You see what I mean? Just like that. That was another time. And he told my father right away, he said, James blew my clippers up, sonny. Yeah, that was one of the times. I have other times too. But those are some of the two defining moments that I knew, especially thinking back on those two times right there. Something is there. But the thing is this. I cannot tap into it when I want to. That's the key. But I guess what I'm going to have to do is wait on the Most High to do these things. Now, without further ado, let's get into the scriptures. We're going to talk about this today a little bit. And we're going to do Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. And it reads, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. And they shall walk and not faint. Okay? This is what the Most High said. If we wait on him. See, in other words, I can't go around any other kind of way to try to bring out this thing, what's there, and I know it's there. You understand? I have to wait on the Most High to turn these things back up. And for him to use me as an instrument for me to do what it is he wants me to do with it. This is how we do it. We don't go around another way and consort with the dark, a path of evil and everything else, and using divinations and conjuring spirits and bowing down to demons and all that. No, we don't do that. We wait up on the Most High. Now, it reads here in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. Hast thou not known? Question. Hast thou not heard that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? Question. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Okay? This is just the fact of the matter. Key word, those that wait upon the Lord. You see. And when he do these things, he's turning up us to do his will. Okay? Now, John chapter 5, verse 19. And it reads, Then answered Yahushua and said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he does, these also doeth the Son likewise. Okay? So the Most High say, other words, Yahushua say, he can do nothing without his Father. Okay, we're going to start here in John chapter 5, verse 16. And it reads, And therefore did the Jews persecute Yahushua and sought to slay him, because he had done these things on the Sabbath day. Okay, some believe that these Jews was impersonators and actually were Kenites among the Jews, pretend to be of the brother Judah. You understand? If you remember about the parable of the tares, the chaff and the wheat. In other words, the tares and the wheat. The Most High said, let the angels come and separate them, and the wheat from the chaff. The tares. See, when they sprung up, they looked the same. They looked the same. So this is possible that these so-called Jews were actually Kenites from the seed of Cain. Okay? But to continue, but Yahushua answered them, My Father worketh hereunto, and I work. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him, because he not only had broken the Sabbath, but said also that Yahweh was his father, making himself equal with Yahweh. Then answered Yahushua and said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he does, these also doeth the Son likewise. For the Father loveth the Son, and showeth him all things that himself doeth. And he will show him greater works than these, that may marvel. Okay? For as the Father raises up the dead and quickeneth them, even so the Son quickeneth whom he will. For the Father judgeth no man, but have committed all judgment unto the Son. So the Son saying, I can't do nothing without the Father. His power is actually channeled through Yahushua. Now you remember the pecking order, people. First, there's Yahweh, the Father of all, the creator of all. The one that has no beginning and no ends. He's the Ancient of Days. Then you have the Son, Yahushua, okay? Who is the deliverer, the Savior, okay? Who has great might, all channeled from the Father. Next you have man, who Yahushua is the God over. And of course, the Father Yahweh is the God over all of us. You have man. Then you have the man that's the God over, the lead over the woman. Okay? Now, if we be into the Yahushua, he be in us. So whatever that he can do, through him we can do. That's how that works. That's how that all boils down. That's the pecking order. A lot of people don't understand that. Let's move on. John chapter 14, verse 12. And it reads, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. Okay? That's just what that is. So, where we get our power and our strength from is the same source Yahushua get his from, but we have to go through Yahushua to get this from the Father. And he is Lord over us. That's what it all boils down to. See, this is where this great power is going to come from. Okay, let me read this right here. I'll make sure I watch my time here. John chapter 14, verse 9. Yahushua said unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? Question. He that hath seen me hath seen the Father. And how sayest thou, then show us the Father? Question. Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? Question. The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very works' sake. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. If ye love me, keep my commandments. That's the first order right there, to keep his commandments. So whatever you want to do that's righteous as in the Father's will for to do, you ask Yahweh Shai. You ask him in the name, you ask in his name, the Father Yahweh. And there's nothing that be impossible to you. We're gonna go to that. We're headed right that way, so you can see. It says here now, I think this is in Psalms 18:32. This is David talking right here, I believe. It says, it is Yahweh that girdeth me with strength, and maketh my way perfect. Okay? Now, it says here, Psalms 18:29. This is David right here, okay? King David, which is the lineage that Yahweh shall come through, okay? And it reads, for by thee I have run through a troop. A troop is like an army. And by my God have I leaped over a wall. This sounds like a Superman to me, okay? Let's continue. Verse 30. As for God, as for Yahweh, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him. Okay? For who is Yahweh save the Lord? Question. Or who is a rock save our God? It is Yahweh that girdeth me with strength, and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds feet, and setteth me up on my high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms. This is Superman, right? David was a Superman. Through Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You see? Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand hath holden me up, and thy gentleness hath made me great. Okay? So you see, King David was a Superman through the Father Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. This is where he got the power from. This is the one that's going to turn you up. If you are one of those ones that's going to be turned up, and restored. And if you are going to do the works that the Most High wants you to do for him. not of your own. Okay? Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 22, and it reads, with thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. This is the Most High telling you what he's going to have you do. You understand? When he turns you up. That's if you are of the elect to be turned up. Okay? See? And when I use the term turned up, it's like it's volume. Right now, we might be on from a volume scale from 1 to 10. You probably on 3 or 4. Imagine being turned up to 10. That's the limit. You as loud, you as high as you possibly can get. You're surging with power. And this will be for the Jacob. You understand? And that's basically what it all boils down to. Jacob is Israel. Okay? Now, Jeremiah 51 verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them. Portion. Key word. Listen. For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. You hear that? You hear that? For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. Back to verse 22 where we came here for. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces the captains and rulers. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of the Chaldea, all their evil that they have done in Zion, in your sight, saith the Lord. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth, and I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. Okay? Now, I don't know if y'all guys understand this, but this is what this is boiling down to. The Most High is going to turn somebody up to make these things come into fruition right here. And the thing is let me tell you something. Rest assured that these evil rulers, they know this. It's just that a lot of you don't. Why? Because we've gotten so far from the Most High. But he's bringing us back to him. And when he brings us back to him, oh, you can just wait. All this old, evil things that we're seeing, especially with the Sonya Massey situation, all that stuff going to get put to an end. Okay? And that's just what it is. Let's go over in Luke 10, verse 19. The Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh says in Luke 10:19, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Okay? You understand that? Let's read here. Let me see. Verse 16, 10:16, he that heareth you heareth me, and he that despiseth you despiseth me, and he that despiseth me despiseth him that sent me. See the pecking order here? And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. See, it's always through Yahweh Shai, okay? That's where the focal point is. Through him is where you get your strength. Even the devil's afraid of him. Verse 18. And he said unto them, I behold, Satan is as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall be by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. Okay? That's what it all boils down to. Now I just wanted to read that part. We're going to go over here in Corinthians 10:4. And it reads, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. That's what our weapons are all about, people. They're not carnal. When they say carnal, talking about weapons, we're talking about basically your average pistol, rifle, shotgun, that kind of stuff. Our weapons come from the power from above through Yahweh Shai. Okay? This goes back to superhuman, supernatural power. That's what this all, goes back to. Now, let's go over here in Luke 17, verse 6. Look at here. And the Lord said, this is Yahweh Shai, if ye had faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye might say unto the sycamore tree, be thou plucked up by the root, and be thou planted in the sea, and it should obey you. You understand that? A mustard seed ain't no size. There ain't no size right there. Okay? We better we better start strengthening our faith. That's what that all boils to. Do you realize how small a mustard seed is? Mustard green seed ain't no size. There ain't no size. How many of us have that? It's hard to imagine that we have any faith at all if we don't have the size of a grain of a mustard seed. Think about it. Now, we're going to bring this thing home. And in Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. Here it is. I can do all things through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, which strengthens me. That's where it all comes from. Yahweh Shai. It comes from the Father Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. But that's what it all boils down to. Remember the pecking order. So keep in mind, people, it's all about faith, and it's all about reverencing Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And just maybe we might be some of those people that may be turned up with the power to do the will of the Father Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. That's all I got on this one, my people. I hope I said something to stimulate your spiritual growth and intellect. And I hope you guys found this lesson edifying. All praises to the Father Yahweh and Yahweh Shai name. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.